Hello, my beautiful human people. Welcome to another episode of Human After All. As you can see, same clothes as the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just basically doing
Two
shooting the
episodes.
two episodes on the same day, same yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I had two topics, and so we just
And
don't
I
want.
picked one.
He picked one, and so we just want to do the other one before we forget about it.
Push your
Um,
mic.
what's wrong with my mic?
Just push the
I'm done.
cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I didn't want to forget about this topic. I don't know if you guys know, but our topics are not scripted. I literally just think about it 5 minutes before we sit down because I'm trying to, I don't know, to be as authentic as possible and also
Yeah.
just to think about general things without going too deep. I mean, there will be a time where I'll have to, research topics in
Yeah.
order for us to speak about. But right now, because it's starting, I think it also like takes a lot of pressure off us so that we can just come as authentic as we possibly can,
As human as we
as
are
humanly possible as we
possible.
can.
Yeah.
Thank you, husband. Thank you, my husband. All right. So, the other topic that he did not choose is what are
Some of the bad.
some of the childhood good or bad habits that we want to unlearn, or it was easy for us to learn. Actually, bad habits, not good habits.
Yeah. Bad.
Bad
So bad. Is it bad habits that we want to let go,
that we want to let go,
or we've let go?
or we've let go, both of them. How easy was it to let go of some of them, or how difficult it is to let go of the ones that you're currently struggling to let go?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'll give an example
Yeah.
because I can see you struggling.
No. Already some things.
Some things are coming
Yeah.
to
And I
mind.
think it'll. I think as we talk, it'll come.
It'll come,
You
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Um, one of the my dad sees this, my mother.
Huh?
If my mother and father sees this, I apologize in advance. But it's nothing bad. But yeah, one of the it no, it's really nothing bad. But
Don't get us into
I know I'm
trouble.
not gonna get us into trouble. But I'm just saying, one of the things I think I was intentional about when we had kids was that I'm going to help my kids with their homework
Okay.
because that was something that never happened at home.
But how is that like a bad
It is
habit?
a bad habit
Okay.
because I struggled a lot in primary.
Okay.
I did really struggle a lot, and
So it's a bad habit
that I changed.
that you could have learned.
That I could have learned, yes.
Okay.
And it's very easy to learn. Does it make sense? Because I don't think for them it was intentional, but life you know, got in the way. And also, I don't know.
I actually don't think now,
Hmm.
in our time now,
Hmm.
I don't think any parent had the choice not to be helping with homework because the homeworks are a lot.
The homeworks are a lot, but we also had homework, Hela.
Really.
We really did have one. Like I had homework. Like I struggled in primary school, and I will say, and I know why. I went
Okay.
to a lot of different primary schools. I think I went to about maybe three, four primary schools.
Okay.
Yes, and the challenging part about my primary schools or my early my foundation phase was that not only did I go to different primary schools, but I went to different primary schools that taught in different languages.
Yeah.
Does
I
it make
think
sense?
yeah, you've
So I've
mentioned that.
mentioned it before. So at one point I was being taught with in Xhosa. At some point I was being
Sutu.
taught in Sutu, and at one point I was taught in English, but by an Afrikaans teacher,
Mm.
And then finally, when I came to live with my parents, I went to Rocklands where I was taught in English. And so now, I remember getting to Rocklands Primary and I'm thinking, what in the heck is happening? Like you don't know,
Yeah.
I mean, I came from English being the second language when I was in grade one. And all I had to learn was my name is Fundiswa, and everything else was in the neck, which is closer. And now I have to swap
Wow.
and learn Afrikaans as my second language and English is my first, and I could not construct a sentence in English.
Oh.
So you get things like that, and so it was quite tough. I would have It would have helped
Mm.
if my parents helped with my homework. And it did not help that I did not have an older sibling that could help.
Mm.
Yes.
You were the older.
I was the oldest sibling. So that was something that I was very intentional about. That yo, I'm going to make sure that I have, or at least even check, because when Izzy now is getting a bit older, we don't necessarily sit down with him all the time and just, unless he needs help. But he knows that if he needs help, he can come to us.
Yeah.
But once in a while, I'll check, okay, fine, let me see your books, let me see this, just to see if the child is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, nah. Thank you, Mrs. Standa. My teacher, my grade 2 teacher, Mrs. Standa, was amazing.
Bad behaviors a lot.
Yes, there are a lot.
For me, I think there are a lot that I've let go, and there are a lot that I'm still struggling
Still
with.
struggling.
I think one that I'm really struggling with now
Mm.
is how to discipline kids.
Mm.
I think that's a learned behavior of always like almost like shouting became like a
Thing.
default, you like, and getting angry. Like you get angry with someone and then it affects the other.
Yeah.
So even if I am fighting with you,
Oh, everybody gets it.
everyone gets it. The kids, they keep asking me, Daddy,
What did you do
what
wrong?
did we do wrong?
Yeah.
What's wrong? It's a very difficult one for me.
Yeah.
But I know it's one of my biggest challenges, but it's a learned thing. It's something that you see growing up,
Yeah, you do a lot.
and you find it difficult to sort of navigate it.
Mm.
I actually sometimes wonder how my other siblings navigate with that.
As we were saying.
So yeah, I think for me, this one of the learned behaviors, as I was saying, is about how to deal with even kids and how to discipline kids, how to be able to be angry with you and
And
not be
only me.
and only you,
Yeah.
but not angry with the kids.
Mm.
It's a very difficult one. It's a learned behavior, and I'm struggling with it. Like it's very difficult. Like I can't even hide my emotions.
No, you can't. Oh.
Like when I'm not happy,
Everybody
everybody
sees.
knows. Everybody knows that I'm not happy.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that I I mean, people knowing that I'm not happy, I don't think it's like a bad thing, but I think it affecting other people is not a good
It's not a
thing.
good thing.
I think that's like a very bad behavior that I've learned growing up that I'm struggling to deal with. Yeah, but I think one day I think I'll get better at it, because I think also like I realized that it's a challenge, and because I realized it's a challenge, even when it comes to disciplining kids, I try and take it easy,
Yeah, you do.
Because I know that the past can easily influence the
Yeah.
present. Um, the other
Yeah.
thing, also, you spoke about school.
Yes.
Um, you know, growing up and not actually seeing a lot of like reading in the house,
Yeah.
and it's quite like it makes it difficult.
For you to become a reader.
Yeah, for you to just read for no reason,
It is.
for you to just, I mean, I'm an academic.
Yeah.
It should be like a natural thing,
Yeah.
right? But it's not.
It is not.
I have to put myself in the motion of saying, okay, I've got this. I need to do this. I need to do that.
Motivate yourself.
Whereas, like my younger brother, for example,
Yeah. He
is
reads.
but for him, as I said, like it would be nice to also have conversations with your siblings,
Yes.
because where did you learn that from? Where did he learn the habit of reading from?
Yeah.
Whereas growing up in the house, We didn't see that. So
Yeah.
where did he pick that from? Maybe it's from school or from a friend. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so there are some things that perhaps um, they are bad behaviors, but we're able to let go.
Yes.
Or there's some almost like for me, almost like even with marriage.
Mm.
I think it's also a priority thing because with marriage,
It is.
there are certain things that I see in my marriage now that I didn't see. So it's not like I learned how to be in marriage from the marriage that I saw growing up.
Yeah.
It is something that I said, okay, because I saw this,
I
I'm
want the
going to,
opposite.
I want the opposite,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's like it's a self determination thing to decide,
Mm.
okay, this is something that I see and I don't want it,
Yeah.
and I want something else. Um, Learn behaviors. What are the
Yeah.
negative?
I think all, I mean, speaking about marriage, um, I am one of the oldest grandkids, right? Like I'm the one of the oldest ones, and so that would make me closer to my older cousin brothers,
Mm,
right? And I saw them getting married. I saw them getting married, and I saw the mistakes in their marriages, and I saw, you know, um, things like I don't know, like dumb decisions that they
mm,
made, and I realized like at some point I told you that at some point I just didn't want this marriage thing.
yeah.
It was not for
You
me.
just wanted to have a child.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It was a given for me. To ask Donne, I am just gonna have myself some babies and I'm gonna be okay because this thing of dealing with guys, like my cousin brothers did not. My cousin brothers did not paint a good picture on marriage,
Yeah.
and also like, and I'm not saying that like the older people did, but I think to some extent I was able to, I don't know, to separate them, or maybe to see them in a different light, to say, okay, maybe this is just people, old people stuff, like grown
Yeah.
people things, whatever. But when I look at my cousin brothers, I'm like, you are like 4, 5, 6 years older than me. Like, how is your thinking like this?
Yeah.
How is your, I just didn't understand. I'm like, you guys have spoiled marriage for me. Like, I did not want marriage
Mm.
at all. And I mean, I told you the story of me telling one of my sisters-in-law, like, listen, you better go back home.
So your
Because
husband did
this,
something.
yeah, because
Wow.
this is not gonna work. Because it was just, and I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me.
Mm.
It really did not make sense to me. So yeah, there are things also that I've seen like marriage. I mean, my dad at some point was like a counselor of the family.
Wow.
How?
Hmm.
To young people. So I was like, this
And
marriage thing is not a thing for
also
me.
the negative things is not something that we necessarily learn from people. It could be just like your own character or something
Yes.
negative that you've
Yeah.
grown up with.
And things that we pick up from the community.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
you're struggling to
Mm.
let go or you've managed to let go. Um, hmm,
Let me tell you one before I forget.
yeah.
So, exposing myself. So, but I think I told you this recently. So, I'm the first born of five, and I was raised by both my grandparents,
Yes.
and I think I spent more time with them when I was like coming to my senses and like growing. And so by the time I came to live with my parents, they were not people that I was very comfortable around. It
Yeah.
took me time. And so it was so difficult for me to ask for money. Like you go to school,
I know where this is going.
you go to school and let's say there's like a cake and candy sale. You have to bring like 5 rand to get cakes, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Or there is CVs, or there's whatever. And I just could not bring myself to ask these people for money. And so I'll just steal the money. And that was
Wow.
not influence. It's not something that I learned from someone. It is just something that I just decided to go to, you know what? These people are not my
My
grandparents.
money
I'm
has
just
been
gonna,
getting
oh
missing of late.
wow, no.
Have you been stealing my money?
My mother beat that habit out of me one time, so I'm okay now. But yeah, I used to steal money.
Wow.
I really used to steal because I just could not get myself
To ask.
to ask. And I remember one time, and it was so bad, like I really did not, and I can't say I did not have a good relationship with my parents. I was not used to them. Because at some point, I think I was in grade 2 or 3, my dad gave me 10 rand for something that happened at school, right? Like there was something that I had to pay for. And so a friend of mine stole my money, and I knew he stole it, right? And I found out when it was time to pay, and I could not find it in my bag, and I cried because now not only was I supposed to pay, but I was supposed to receive change, so that I can go give back to my dad. I think I was supposed to pay 5 rand or something like that, and I just couldn't get it, and I was crying and I was crying. So now I was going back home and I was thinking, yo, what am I going to tell this man? Where is the money? Because now I'm used to stealing money, and they know that I steal money. Automatically, like, oh, they're gonna say I stole it. So now I had to come up with a story in my mind to kind of like say, oh, something happened. Like I had to come up with a story in my mind, not knowing that my teacher called my dad.
Wow.
Saying that, oh, listen, we had this happening at school, and she was so hurt and blah 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 blah. And I go home. My dad calls me. What happened today? Nothing. Okay. Did you pay? Yes, I paid. Where's the change? The teacher said that she didn't have the change. And my dad started crying.
Oh, because he already knew
because
the
he
truth.
knows. And so now he didn't understand why I couldn't tell him. I couldn't tell him because I stole money. I just couldn't tell him because, you know, and I remember there was one of the days like I was like, okay, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop.
I'm trying to think of a film that people steal.
No, I
You're
used
probably
to,
one of.
and the thing is, it was
Set it off.
yeah.
You're probably supposed to be
You
playing Set
know,
It Off.
it's one of my favorite
with
movies,
Queen
by the way.
Latifah
One of my favorite movies, but it was never like a large amount. It was like 2 rand there, whatever, whatever. And the day I remember I stopped stealing money for good, my mom's friend forgot her bag in my mom's car, and my mom sent me to take the bag to the friend. And I went, and there was money missing, and I did not take the money.
Oh no.
Right? My mom, not knowing that my mom took the money and hid it somewhere for safekeeping, and she forgot. So now I come back from school, like, where is this money? I'm like, what, mom?
Oh no.
And then she says, this man. I'm like, I promise you, I did not take it.
Oh.
And now, because I'm used to stealing,
You're taught.
I go around looking for the money. My mom's like, you say you don't know where it is. So
So
what
why
are you
are you
looking
looking?
for?
You just
Exactly.
felt guilty.
Yo. Love, my mom has never beat me in my life, apart from that day. My mother murdered me. And you know what happened?
She found it.
Same day. And you know how I knew she found it? She didn't tell me that she found it.
She did. She could.
No, she didn't tell me.
Yeah, old people.
She was like, love, it was early in the morning. I was supposed to go to school. Transport leaves me. This woman is beating me up. And she's like, she wants the money. I'm like, I don't know where the money is. And like, and then she stops. And then I go look for it. Like, what are you looking for? This. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm helping you look for it. And she moved me. And then I think she thought of something. Because I went to the kitchen and took the chair. So yeah, that was my beating story.
Yeah.
From my mother never saying sorry. So yeah.
Yeah. So also one of the things that comes to my mind is, I mean, it's a very silly thing. Is my nails.
How you chow them?
I eat my nails a lot. I eat them when I'm stressed, when I'm thinking, when I'm, when I'm doing
Bored.
some bored. And it's very difficult. I don't like it. I want to stop, but I'm struggling. And then my son also does it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you tell him, stop doing this thing. And then I forget myself.
You do it in front of him.
And I do it. I don't necessarily do it for him. I'll do it, and then he
sees you. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last time the child used a nail cutter. I mean, it takes him 3 months to cut his toenails because there's no need for him to cut his fingernails.
Yeah, no, it's hectic. It's bad behavior.
Yeah, no, that is bad behavior.
But they say people who do that are very honest people.
Honest people. Yeah, I can't go.
You've never heard about that?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, and very intelligent people.
I know that they say the people that are very stressed.
But very intelligent people.
Okay. It's both you and my son, so I
Yeah,
I
so
received
that's one
that.
thing.
Yeah. What other thing?
Yeah. Maybe if you think about children, is there something about?
Oh yes, there's another one. Yo, and this is a big one for me. not letting our son be a secondary parent.
Not letting the oldest child
Yes,
be
the
a
secondary
second
parent.
parent. Okay.
Yes, and I'm saying that because this is
Your lived
from
experience.
from experience, where you take blame for everything that your younger siblings do, but never the good things. So anytime
Sure.
they do something wrong, you are involved. You are there wanting to stop them. They get a smack, you are also smacked. They do something wrong, you get shouted at with them. They do something good, you're like, oh, okay. When they like,
Even when they do something good, they'll probably say that,
it's not
look,
because of you. Yeah,
yeah,
look what your siblings are
yeah,
doing.
other siblings
Yes, they're
did.
doing better. Blah blah blah. But when Anche, we are just there.
It's not easy to be an
It
old
is not
child.
easy to be an older child, and I am trying not to let my son be a secondary parent. And sometimes I feel like I'm failing,
Mm,
truly, because there are moments where I'm conscious of it and I don't allow it. But there are times where, let's say, for example, we hear something drop, and like, what happened? Because we now get scared, like, what happened? Like, no, I haven't dropped something. Like, he would reply, I haven't dropped something. Like, but you are there. Like,
yeah.
why would you let that happen? I'm like, Kota, you are not. How?
It's not, yes, I
It's
understand.
not his fault, and it's unfair. And sometimes even when we are shouting at her, we shout at her and him together.
Yeah.
But when he does something wrong, we shout
Not,
at him
and not
but not
them.
her.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. And so, like, I feel like if we don't stop that, it will ruin their sibling relationship.
Mm,
And I know how bad that feels, because I think for a very long time I acted like my sister's mother more
mm,
than just a sister.
yeah.
And for a long time, like I felt responsible
For
of her,
her.
for her.
Yeah.
And it was unfair. I mean, this lady was growing. She was a grown woman. Like our biggest fight, she was grown. She was 20 some 27, 28.
Oh, when you guys were fighting, yeah.
When we had like the biggest fight of our lives, she was 27,
You guys
28.
are funny.
Listen, she was 26, 27 years old, and we had our biggest fight, and I felt entitled to some things that she didn't want me to hear.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? And it's not even the entitlement that was the worst thing, is how I approached it.
Yeah.
I approached it as a parent, like, why did you do
Why do
what?
you do
Why?
this? Why do you
It
do
doesn't
that?
make sense. Forgetting that she's my sister,
Yeah.
not my child. You know. So yeah, I really don't want to ruin the relationship, and also it could. I don't know, and I don't think Izzy would do that. I think Izzy is literally a much better person than me. I used to kind of torture my sister when my parents were not around.
Wow.
I used to lock her in the bathroom. I mean, till today she's claustrophobic. Like, she is very bad with small spaces.
That's bad. You need
Because
to ask for
anytime
forgiveness.
we've spoken about it,
You and her.
we've spoken about it. I used to literally just wait. If I would get into trouble for something that she did, I would wait and I'll just shove in the toilet. And like we had like a single toilet in the house, and I'll lock it there for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
That was very bad because I couldn't
Very,
smack
very
her. I
mean.
was very evil. I was very evil, but yeah, that was me.
The other thing that comes to mind, and I think both of us have it. Um, I think I learned it from my mom. I don't know who we learned it from.
Mm.
We struggle to say no to people when it comes to
Money.
money
Yo,
and help.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like, even when it's not like we
yeah.
have, even when we don't have enough or
Mm.
whatever, we always put people's needs
Before
ahead.
hours, yeah,
Yeah.
which is a very bad thing. I think I learned that from. I think both my parents are like that, but I think my dad more than my mom. 'Cause
Mm.
I think my mom at some point had to kind of say one of us need to be strong, and my dad was not it. I
Yeah.
think he tapped out. So I think my mom is more strong's got the stronger hand, but my dad would want something just gives. But I think it's one of our biggest weakness in life. And yeah,
And for me, it's just sad to think of giving as a weakness. You know what I mean?
yeah, and let me tell you how I thought of it as a weakness, right? When one time I sat down and I thought about, when one day I sat down and I thought about, okay, fine, why is it that these people never call us? for anything, like never to check on us, never whatever, or just to like for a simple conversation. But anytime they need something, we get called.
Yeah.
Right. And why? And I remember thinking that it's because we've made ourselves the first point of contact. And so, and I thought to myself, so if I'm thirsty, right, and I know that if I go to this well or to this tap, there's always water. When I'm thirsty again, won't I go?
Yeah, you always go
You will
there.
go, isn't it? So now I just felt like we have made ourselves Jesus in their lives.
Yeah. That's too much of a
of
a cross.
Exactly. Because if you need something, your first point of contact should be Jehovah. So now, and you can tell that it's not their first point of contact. Their first point of contact is you. I need something. Oh, let me go to Dixon. I know that it's gonna make it happen.
Let me go to Fundis.
Let me go to Fundis. I know she's gonna make it happen. Why? Why do we make ourselves saviors?
No. Yeah, that's something that we need to talk about.
We need to talk about it in depth because
I think you also have to be careful of not letting that destroy your heart of giving.
Your heart of giving, yes. And also because there's a part of me that does not believe or agree with the explanation of black text because of this. Doesn't make sense. And so we always hear people complaining. Meanwhile, they just don't have good financial boundaries when it comes to their close family and friends. And when now you've made yourself available because you've got this guilt of achieving, or you have to. No, not even you have to. You feel like because you are successful, like meaning that you have a job, you have this, you are obligated to give because they did not make it. Meanwhile, you guys at times you grew up in the same household or even went to the same school as your friends, and they decided to play, and now you decided to.
But hey, this thing of black text is something that is a conversation that we probably have to have.
We have to have it.
That is not like from where I'm coming from. It's not like it's almost like it's not like a choice.
Okay.
It's like an obligation. If you are the oldest child or you have finished school,
yeah,
you need to come help now. Like you need to come help your sibling to finish school, or it's a unspoken rule.
But now, do you classify that as black text?
Yes.
How?
Because it's tax. It's like tax is something that you're obligated to give. Like
No.
It's a whether you like it or not, you have to pay tax.
You have to pay taxes.
Okay, so whether you like it or not, you have to give back home. If you have a choice, then it's not tax.
You know what? Let's make this a topic for the next.
Yes. But I think that one would be nice to have other people with us.
I think so as well, because I disagree, and I'm gonna go do my research, because also I think that it's the explanation that does not sit well with me. I don't think that helping your parents help your siblings is tax. Doesn't make sense. It's actually I would say that it is financial intelligence.
If you don't.
Yes. You if you don't, it means that for the rest of your life, when your sibling is hungry, you don't have a choice but to feed them. But if you do, for the few years, you invest it so that they have their own lives and they can help the next one. It's an African proverb. So the text thing is the one that, because
I hear what you say.
Doesn't make sense. Yes, it's an African thing that like I am because we are.
Yeah.
And so now if you are saying by helping you you are texting me, it's not it. It does not sit well with me. But when I am the first point of contact, meanwhile we both have jobs, but because you decided to be financially irresponsible, and now you need money for your child's fees, and I'm there as a beautiful single wealthy auntie, you're gonna call me because
I hear you.
That is tax.
I hear you. Okay, I think we will.
Let's talk more about it. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the next one. I think maybe it is safe to say on the next episode we'll have some guests.
Yeah.
I don't know who yet, but we need some guests to kind of like dissect this topic. I think it's one that needs to be spoken about, and maybe also finances in general. Yeah. I am so looking forward to having this conversation with you guys. Yeah, as always, guys, please tell us some of the struggles that you guys had, that you're struggling to let go from your childhood, and I think just sharing will also bring up some memories for us. So yeah, looking forward to seeing your comments below. So yeah, till the next one, have a lovely one, and see you next time on Human After All.
Bye for now.